And thank you very much. Welcome in high atop Seedorf Gymnasium here inside West Delaware High School. John Swisher along with Joan Salo for West Delaware Volleyball once again on this Tuesday night, the first Tuesday in the month of September 2016. And the West Delaware Hawks come in with a record of 10-1, 22-5 set-wise. They won 22 matches in a row before falling on Saturday to Cedar Rapids Jefferson 2-1. And it was the first loss since October 10th of 2015, which came to Class 5A Ankeny Centennial. So what a run it was for the Hawks. Great effort last Thursday night. And then they came back and did win that Vince Schellsburg Invitational as they beat Hampton Dubot, number 1 Janesville, twice. And then also Vince Schellsburg, the host of the Viking Invitational in Benton on Saturday. Fell to Cedar Rapids Jefferson, didn't play the best in that game. Wish they could have that one back. A loss is a loss. You forget about that. You move on. You try to get better from that loss, which ended a great winning streak. But it's more about that. It's about getting better and what you can do this season.
You know, and that's what he said to the girls, too. He talked about there were a couple of things on both defense and offense, but he said the best thing about it was that they were both fixable things. So he was feeling pretty good about the rest of the day. And usually with the Benton tournament, it's a tough one for West Delaware. They go in, they're a little sluggish. And he said this time they really weren't as much. It's just in that Jefferson game there were a couple of little slow things that happened. So overall he was very happy.
Yes, indeed. As the Hawks hosting the Maquoketa Cardinals tonight, both teams have played one WAMAC East Division game. The Hawks, of course, with that 3-2 win over Mount Vernon last Thursday night. The Cardinals fell to Beckman last Thursday night by the score of 3-1 in Dyersville. Maquoketa comes in with a record of 3-6 overall. They're 10-14 set-wise. They have played no home matches yet on the year. They're 3-6 on the road, 3-5 in non-conference. As I mentioned, 0-1 in East Division games. The Hawks are 10-1, 22-5 set-wise, 9-1 on the road and against non-conference opponents as they come in here tonight with that 10-1 record, taking on the Cardinals, a team they have not lost to since 2012. Maquoketa had that outstanding 31-17. They beat the Hawks 3 times that year. We'll talk more about that as we continue on, getting you ready for West Delaware Volleyball on this Tuesday night. We're back after this from KMC Sports.
Bob Stephen Motors in Manchester proudly supports all area athletes. Bob Stephen Motors is your locally owned and operated GM dealer in Manchester. Visit them on the web at bobstephenmotors.com.
Since 1995, Edgewood Feed Mill Construction has provided customers with a quality, pre-engineered building package for their swine facility needs. Edgewood Feed Mill Construction is a general contractor and will assist you with the construction of your livestock facility, start to finish. For more information on Edgewood Feed Mill Construction, contact Steve Harris at 563-920-7835.
This is Fred Smock from Dunlap Motors in Independence with Chevy, Buick, and certified pre-owned Chevy, Buick, and GMC, and nearly 300 new and used cars and trucks in stock. We have big town inventory with small town service. Go to DunlapMotorsIndy.com.
At Precision Collision, we are committed to providing you with high quality auto body repair and paint refinishing. Our expertly trained technicians can repair all accidental damage and get you back on the road in no time. Come visit me, Jeff, for a free estimate. We are located along Highway 20 at the Delaware turnoff. Precision Collision, one call does it all, quality guaranteed.
When it comes to financial planning, most financial companies focus on your income. At Northwestern Mutual, we focus on your outcome. It takes the right financial partner who cares as much about your future as you do, building a financial plan to meet your life's priorities and helping you achieve the financial security you're after. Focus on your financial outcome with Northwestern Mutual. Contact me, Mitch Payton, or Matt Schulte today. You and Northwestern Mutual, stronger together.
American Trust and Savings Bank wishes all area athletes and coaching staff continued success. American Trust and Savings Bank with locations in Dyersville, Farley, Dubuque, and Des Moines. Simply better banking. Check them out at americantrust.com. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Sight and good vision is very easy to take for granted until it is taken away. Advanced Eye Care Associates of Eastern Iowa is here to help you. Advanced Eye Care Associates of Eastern Iowa is located at 105 East Butler Street in Manchester and at 1113 West 3rd Street in Benton. Your vision is our primary focus.
Anderson is the leader in doors and windows. They set the bar high with high-performing, dependable, energy-efficient products for your renovation and building projects. Contact your local vendor, Delhi Lumber, at 922-2404 for all of your window needs. Delhi Lumber, your authorized Anderson Windows dealer, big-town quality with small-town service.
John and Joan back with you here on this Tuesday night. West Delaware Volleyball. The Hawks entertaining the Maquoketa Cardinals. As Maquoketa, under the direction of Jill Bresnan, she's the third head coach in 10 seasons. Jill Shaw was here for 8 years. Laura Luckerson was the 1-year head coach a season ago. As she does inherit some talent, Katia Atienza, the senior athlete at Maquoketa. She was an honorable mention player a year ago as the junior for the Cardinals, who were 12-21 last season, 1-6 in the East Division, good for 7th place. And for Maquoketa, it's about improving. They had a winning season 2 years ago in 2019, but have not had a successful season like that one in 2012, 31-7, and even that one wasn't a state tournament year, but they're about improving now and getting the program back to where they want it to be.
You know, and they're trying to build that program, and it's hard to do that if you don't have that younger set going. You know, you have to take a look at all of the club teams that are playing, and a lot of people disagree with that, but there's no way that you can be a state tournament champion without having those younger people and those younger parents buying into it.
Steve Walls, the veteran official, is here tonight as Steve from Holy Cross, Division I, does a lot of college volleyball as well.
You know, he told me tonight that he just did the line judging at the Iowa game the other night.
Oh, did he?
And his grin was huge. He just loved it.
That's right. Hawkeyes had their Hawkeye Classic over the weekend. We are ready to go, and how about this? The same start time as the other night, exactly at 7:40. Well, no, I can't say that. 1 minute later, 7:48 to be exact, as underway serving here, Kolak right to left. On top of the air, front set, left corner. This is walloped over by Linus, hit backwards out of bounds by the libero. Kristen Payson, a senior. Haley Schwenker, a senior. Claire Sabizma, also Courtney Becker, Kendra Cave, Katia Atienza, Kaylee Harmon are in the starting rotation for the Cardinals of Maquoketa. This one served over by Kolak up front. That is going to be a net violation called on the Cardinals up front, and the Hawks lead 2-0. For the Hawks, it's Claire Dimmer, Macy Kleitch, Caitlin Mangold, is Kolak, Lauren Collier, Haley Linus, the senior captain. Jade Putz is the senior libero. Here's a swat over, Putz front set, Collier on top of the net. It's going to go to the Cardinals as Collier got that long right arm into the net for the violation 2-1.
Yeah, it looks like her swing came down a little bit too much farther than she wanted to. He's working on her swing as a middle. Right now she's used to being outside as a power, and she's turning her body a little too much, but she's been really working on that.
Back middle swatting this one over. It's Kendra Cave, the senior captain. This one popped back over. Larry Linus gets the kill shot. 3-1, Hawks the lead. In for the first time is Ashley Goebel, the senior, as taking a break is Mangold, as Caitlin, the senior, has a break. 8 seniors, 2 juniors, 4 sophomores, 1 freshman for head coach Brett Mather.
Oh, yeah.
There's a shot over and good. As serving is Macy Kleitch again, the freshman. Well, the Cardinals have only 10 on their roster. 7 seniors, no juniors, 2 sophomores, and 1 freshman. This one slotted over, back row, Putz feels it up front, back set, Goebel slots it over. It's hit back up to the net, now pushed over by Becker up front. Little tiptoe.
That was pretty close to a back row attack, but Macy wants to stay underneath the net.
Kleitch gets it back after Kolak hits it, now it's hit over and missed it by Payson, the libero. Talked about only 10 on the roster, trying to get things going, get people excited. No juniors out. That's a part of getting people excited for it. They've gone through some losing there, and you can tell that the excitement isn't much there for the volleyball program, and they just need to get girls out, and that's the first step.
It doesn't seem to be, and it looks to me like, just looking at the stats, and going from numbers only, but they look like they have a go-to girl. That Kendra Cave, she's a senior. She's in the top 3 for kills, digs, aces. You know, so sometimes you have that athlete to go to, but you've got to have a team to back it up and pass for you.
As 6-1 Hawks with the early lead. Push over. Fleich, middle of 4. Foots pops it up in the air. Goebel with the hard swat. It's blocked out of bounds, but it hits the antenna and goes out of bounds. Point for the Hawks, and Coach Bresnan will take a timeout. 7-1. Hawks off to a good start early on in this match. We're back after this from KMC Sports.
At Community Savings Bank, it's simple. Simply Free Checking comes with free debit cards, free online banking with bill pay, free mobile money, and free thank you gifts. Find out more about Simply Free Checking at one of our 7 locations or online at csbiowa.com. Community Savings Bank. Member FDIC.
Jay's Auto Supercenter on the Greater East End of Manchester has quality pre-owned vehicles, great financing options, and a full-service department, body shop, and detail department. See their full line of vehicles online at jsautosales.net. At Jay's Auto, customer satisfaction is their #1 priority.
Hi, this is Jamie Vasky at Don & Walt LLC, your independent Lennox dealer in Manchester, encouraging you to plan ahead. Have us check your heating or air conditioning unit before you need it. For residential or commercial plumbing and heating needs and top quality Lennox furnaces and heating units, see Don & Walt LLC on East Main Street in Manchester, or give us a call at 927-2232.
John and Joan back with you on this Tuesday night. Good hit by Kolak, trying to save it. Kleitz sliding under the net. Did not get a clean hit on it. And the Hawks now with the 5-point lead, 7-2. The Hawks earlier today started at 4:30 this afternoon. As there's a hit back over, dropping down on the court.
Ashley Goebel with a nice set from Macy.
As it started at 5 o'clock, I should say, today on Parents' Night. Freshman A team won 3-0, freshman B 2-1, Sophs 2-1, JV 3-0. As all the other Hawks have won tonight. Varsity trying to complete the sweep over Maquoketa. As Parents' Night, all the parents were honored of the players and the managers here before the varsity contest. That's why the little later start here tonight on this Tuesday night. 9-2, Hawks have the lead. This one's hit over from the back row. Front set, now Claire Dimmer in there for the first time. Just popped back over by Atienza, the senior. Front set, Goebel hits it. It's blocked out of bounds. Good defense there by the stand-up official, Steve Walls, deflecting that one before it could hit him in the melon. And Putz will serve it over right to left, 10-2, Hawks 8-point lead.
And, Katia, she had her hands over. It just went off the side of him.
Hit over, nice diving effort, and then a little traffic jam there in the middle as laying on the floor was Cave. And the girl to her right, number 2, Haley Schwenker, could not get to it.
That's one of Putz's specialties, though, that little short serve right at the 10-foot line.
Putz, line drives it over now, popped up in the air by Schwenker. Up front, it's hit awkwardly by Harmon, the sophomore. And it falls in the net and drops to the ground.
Right now they're making their setter work pretty hard. She's having to run around quite a bit.
This one is line drive angled over and too far in front of the Cardinals sideline. Out of bounds, 12-3, Hawks a 9-point lead. Back to serve here is 24, J.C. Gurian. Gurian, a senior, another one of the 7 seniors on the roster for the Cardinals. Jill Bresnan, first-year head coach Nicole Snyder, a former player. She was on that 2012, 31-17. They beat the Hawks that year 3 times. The last times they beat the Hawks. And the last time that the Cardinals have won here came October 2nd, 2012. 3-0 sweep when they had that tremendous team in 2012. As Jenny Burns and Abby Squazian are the other coaches for Maquoketa. 12-4, 8-point advantage. Here's a swat by Dimmer, played by the Cardinals. It'll be hit over, free ball there by Atienza, and it goes out of bounds. Hawks get the point line. It's back to serve. Kyra Vasky in for the first time tonight as Kolak will take a breather. So it's Vasky, Dimmer, and Goebel up front. In the middle, Kleitch and Putz. Back to serve right corner is Linus. 13-4, Hawks have the 9-point lead. Popped up in the air, now bumped up by Becker. Hit over by Atienza, out of bounds. What a save on the ground. Pinball around.
Outside the antenna. That was a nice effort.
Vasky, though, on her knees, behind her back, one-handed pop over the net. But it was out of bounds. What an effort,
That was effort. All three of them were on their bellies crawling after that ball to try to pop it up.
Quick athletic move, just like your older brother Jamie used to do in other sports. There's a line drive over by the Hawks. Popped up in the round. Now a two-handed push over. Up in the air, Kleitsch. Here's Linus. Now bump over by Dimmer. 13-5, Hawks lead by 8. Front set. Here's a swat. Bumped over. Blocked over by Dimmer. Now the Cardinals answer. Front set. Swat by Dimmer off the hands of Sabizma, the senior. And the Hawks with the 9-point advantage. 14-5. Mangold back in. Gold will take a breather. As Caitlin will come back in to serve, the lefty. Senior doing the honors here. The Hawks lead 14-5.
Right now, Maquoketa looks really good at the net. Their passing just they need to step that up.
Out of bounds.
Of course, then we need to serve at them too, then now, don't we?
That's right.
That was aggressive serve. I have to say that.
Trying to angle it down the sideline. He just couldn't get it in. 14-6. One's hit over. Now popped around. Front set. Here's the angle over and cannot get it in. Vasky from the left corner going to the far side, out of bounds. And the Hawks lead now to 7, 14-7. Is our score. This one's hit too long off the serve by Atienza. And it's 14-8 now. For the Hawks, up front is Kleitsch, Collier, and Vasky. Serving it over here.
Good push by Vasky.
Is Anna Toll, the senior, in for the first time. This one swatted over by Vasky, popped up in the air, 15-7, front set. Here's a swat over and snuck it in the back row.
That would have been nice to keep her in for a while there because Anna's got a deadly serve. It is so fun to watch her serve.
15-8. The advantage here. As back to serve, right corner is Courtney Becker, the senior. Linus, front set, Collier. Played by the libero, Payson. Left corner, swatted over, popped up in the air, Linus. Now pops it up to the net, left corner, Vasky. Swats it over, up in the air, front set. Now Vasky gets it back. Kleitsch fading away with the front set. Linus hits it hard, but too hard out the back end. And it's 15-9. Cardinals back to within 6. Into the midway stages of this set number 1. Hawks at 10-1 overall this season. As Maquoketa is 3-6.
There you go.
This one
That was Macy.
falls down on the Cardinal side. Kleitsch with the kill.
You know, Macy's third in the team for digs. And she's going to be right up there for kills someday, too, because she's really working on that left-hand hit up at the net as a setter for that second hit. Trying to get that offense going for herself, too.
16-9, front set. This one's played by Foots now. Hit out of bounds on the run. Mangold. Cardinals get another point. 16-10. And Coach Mather thought he was going to call timeout. Just rotations on the other side for Maquoketa. As number 6, Bree Bennis, a sophomore, comes in to serve back middle. She hammers it over to the sideline. Kolak running the line, puts it up to Kleitsch. Now a bump over by Mangold. Hit back over by the Cardinals. And the Hawks could not handle that one, as in the kill point there, Kaylee Harmon, a sophomore. They got some younger pieces here to the puzzle that can help the future. 7 seniors. As this one's popped up in the air, Kleitsch now is set. Hammer down by Linus with a 17 point. The Hawks finally get off that 16 point. 17-11.
You know, and Kaylee Harmon, she's the middle. She just took a little too long to get that. And Haley knows when that gap is open. She's going to go right through that gap and put it down quickly.
And all the seniors play. 5 of those 7 seniors start for Maquoketa, so they will have to replace a lot. See how they do as this season progresses here. 17-12. Hawks lead by 5.
Sometimes with a new coach, though, those younger kids, building your program the way you want it to be built, too, can help.
And this one
calls a lift.
The violation called on the Hawks.
He called that on Pussy. She was just trying to save the ball.
17-13. Swings it over by Kendra Cave. Front set. Goebel mistimed her jump. Put it up in the air. Then at that time it was 2 hits. 17-14. Hawks kind of went flat a little bit here.
They have,
again.
and if he does call a timeout, he's just going to tell him get back to your own business, because right now what we're trying to do is just play. They're not looking for opportunities.
Linus with the kill shot over from the left corner. Good set from the middle. 18-14, 4-point lead.
He's got 4 kills already this game.
Right corner, puts. Line drives it over, pops up in the air. Here's the hammer, puts right there. Up the net, pushed over, Kleitsch, now puts. Bump set, little tap over by Linus. Tap back by Maquoketa. Back set. Goebel hits it off the set by Kleitsch. One-handed on the run. Nice save by the Cardinals. They get it over in 3. There's off the fingertip.
That was that fingernail
there. How about that? Was a fingernail windmill.
The fingernail windmill.
How about that? Claire Timmer.
Good one for Claire.
Gets the kill point. 19-14. Hawks lead by 5. They're 6 away from taking set 1. Right corner, puts. Line drives it over. One-handed, awkward-looking set there. And then a collision.
And both of them
fall into the net. Atienza and Harmon collide at the net.
They might have to wait a while for the net to stop moving.
It is rattling pretty good. Puts from the right corner. Still lines up, skims it right over off that net. Front set in the middle. Dump back over. Nice block by Dimmer. There's a hard hit by Linus. Popped up in the air. Cardinals able to play it. And the hit awkwardly there by Atienza on the far side. Hawks lead 21-14.
And I hope that she doesn't try to put too much on her shoulders, for her putting that ball over instead of staying down and getting a good down ball deep in the corner.
This one's hit over by Puts. Pops up in the air by the Cardinals. Now one-handed short arm there. Hasten, the senior, hits it into the net. The Hawks are 3 points away from winning game 1, 22-14.
Now we're back to tempo.
And here's whistles
in the net.
In the net are the Cardinals. Hawks 23-14.
Yeah. They're just really struggling with their passing right now, John. They're having a hard time getting it up to her where she can just stand and run a play. Once again.
This one sent over. Back row, Kolak. Up front, Dimmer. Linus able to get it in off the net on the far side. Just sneaks it in. 24-14, 1 point away.
Yeah, Christy really took a good look on that before she put that flag down for her in. That was excellent call by the line judge.
Right corner, puts. Game point for set number 1. One sit over, back row, Kolak. Back set, Goebel trying to avoid out of bounds. As she got it back in, but 4-hit violation called. It's back in for the Cardinals is J.C. Garion. Talking about the success this team had, the Cardinals in 2012. They also had that 32-6 year in 2011. So back-to-back 31 seasons. They went to state that year in 2011 and lost to Waverly Shell Rock 3-0. Here's Goebel for the hard swat into the net as the Hawks give another point, 24-16.
And sometimes just the first game, Ashley struggles to get her timing down, but then she settles herself down, just like against Mount Vernon. She made some pretty key hits for them lady. Whoop. Yep. 2 hits on Macy.
As 24-17 now. Front set, here's a hammer by Atienza. Goes out of bounds off the block, though, of Goebel's right hand. It's 24-18. Cardinals making another little comeback here. Still 6-point lead for the Hawks, though. They're 1 point away from winning set 1.
Right now, this is a real teaching night for Brett. He's really talking to the girls during the game.
And there it is. Goes out of bounds off the Cardinals. And the Hawks get the victory 25-18 in set number 1. As that one takes 17 minutes. As the Hawks 25-18 will come back. Get you ready for set number 2. This is West Delaware Hawks volleyball, KMCH Sports.
Farmers Savings Bank proudly supports all area athletes and their coaching staff. For all your banking needs, visit them in Colesburg, Elkport Garber, Strawberry Point, Arlington, and Aurora, or online at farmersavingsbank.com. Member FDIC.
Viafield is your headquarters for all your seed, chemical, and fertilizer needs. They have professional service and quality products needed to bring the best crop to market. Viafield, providing growth opportunity for 18 locations across northern Iowa and southern Minnesota.
The Eastern Iowa Shopping News and the Dyersville Commercial recognize the hard work and dedication of all area athletes. Check out the weekly sports section in the commercial for scores and information. The Eastern Iowa Shopping News and Dyersville Commercial, supporting your communities.
For fan food, not fast food, visit your after-the-game headquarters, Manchester Dairy Queen. It's quick, it's easy, your family will love it. Manchester Dairy Queen.
It's no secret that people come to Fairway in Manchester for their famous meats, but as you dash back to the counter to pick up your USDA choice ribeyes, don't be surprised if you find yourself lingering among the delicious fruits and vegetables in the produce department. Shop Fairway in Manchester for low prices and all your grocery needs.
Head to Fireside Pub and Steakhouse before or after the game or anytime, featuring steaks, seafood, pasta, sandwiches, and even fresh-made pizza. They say it's the best around. Visit them on the web at firesidemanchester.com for a full menu and special offers.
Just like a great coach, State Farm agents like me, Julie Smith, can help you develop a game plan for your insurance needs. Whether it's car, home, life, health, or business insurance, I can dig into the playbook and help you find the affordable coverage you need. For all your insurance needs, call on a winning team. The Julie Smith State Farm Agency in Manchester.
Hi, this is Chris Henry, Service Manager at Brown Sales and Leasing in Elkader. Our goal is to make your car buying experience the best possible, and our factory-certified technicians are dedicated to you and your vehicles. Stop in and see us at Brown Sales and Leasing in Elkader, or visit us online at 4browns.com. Your hometown dealer, wherever your hometown may be. Best of luck to all area athletes and coaches.
At Three Rivers, our customers come first. Your business is very important to us. Our goal is to provide you with the best products and service that you have come to expect from Three Rivers. Visit our website at threeriversfs.com or the location nearest you. Three Rivers, your partner in growth solutions.
Citizen State Bank, your locally owned, community-minded, and customer-oriented bank, is here to serve you. Choose one of their 7 convenient locations in Winthrop, Monticello, Manchester, Ryan, Strawberry Point, Hopkinton, and New Vienna. Citizen State Bank, community banking with people you know, member FDIC.
And welcome back in to Cedar Gymnasium. John Swisher, Joan Salo back with you. Hawks winning the first set by the score of 25-18. 17 minutes in that first game as both teams are back on the floor and we ready to go here.
I believe it is pajama night tonight for the students.
Yes.
Excellent crowd of students for us tonight.
We hadn't looked at that yet. There are a few doing the pajama theme, not as many as last week that we saw. There is a hit over, diving effort by Bennis, who served the ball. Front set is a hammer by Linus. Cardinals able to defend it. Front set, hit over, down the line, got it in, stuck it in the back left corner. I believe that was Bennis, who will go back to serve. Bree Bennis, a sophomore. One of the talented younger players here for Maquoketa.
Not overly big either.
No.
Pretty good hit.
Maquoketa with the 1-0 lead. This one's hit awkwardly on the near side by Kolak. 2-0 Maquoketa with the lead.
You know, and that's something that Kolak usually doesn't do. You can tell she's like, oh, come on. She'll be fine.
This one set over. Now popped around. Linus hard off the net. Went for a block there, and it goes.
Oh, he's saying she was in the net.
She was in the net.
I didn't think Linus was even close to the net.
Yeah, there's two Cardinal girls up
He's
there,
right there.
That look closer, but yeah, exactly. All about angles, and who are we to argue with a Division I official?
Exactly.
This
I will
one.
just because it's Steve.
Yes, we will just to give him guff.
Because it's Walt.
Because we know him so well.
That's right.
And a great guy.
That was a very nice tip by Haley right there at the 10-foot line.
3-1. They didn't call us in the net. They called them in the net. We got the ball serving.
No, they served it back at us.
Oh, they just did. They missed it. Okay. Well, I was sleeping.
Haley got a tip.
3-1. Well,
Haley got a shiver.
That was quick. Oh, a shiver. We haven't had one of those tonight yet. This ball goes out of bounds. That's Collier getting the kill shot.
That's Ashley.
Goebel up front. Ashley Goebel, 3-2. Hawks trail by 1.
Getting her timing down just a little bit better.
Back left corner. Kleitz will pop it over. Up front. Front set. Slotted over. Back row. Popped up in the middle. Back set. Kleitz. Here's Goebel. Hard. There we go. Down. Sneaking in the back row. Hawks have come back and tied it up 3-3.
So now you can see that she's got her timing down, and I think Macy's going to learn what her best hits are, too, as she goes through the year and really make her look nice, look good.
Front set. Here's a tap over. Bump set. Hitting it over. Now bump. Front set. Left side. Here's the Cardinals. Hitting it over down the line. Trying to defend it there was Kleitz. Did not get a clean handle on that one. The Hawks trail again by 1, 4-3.
And I was just going to say, he's going to tell her to get down in defense.
This one hit back row to Kolak. There's a little tap over. Linus trying to avoid the line of the net. She got it over and in, and she avoids both. It's tied at 4.
She has such control of her body when she jumps that 10 feet in the air because she's got that springboard for feet. She really can control herself well.
One sent over, popped up in the air. Now a bump, middle of the floor. Cave swats it over. Front set. This one's hit over, and
it's another fingernail.
Yes, indeed. That was Demmer again.
And she's looking at those guys going, I'll take it.
Whatever works.
There we
this
go.
One under the net. It's played by the Cardinals. Hawks up by 2 now, 6-4.
The fun thing about Jay Putz when she's back there serving is her mixture of serves. He puts her everywhere on the floor, and they never know where she's going to serve. And sometimes into the net. I just jinxed her, didn't I?
That happens sometimes. 6-5. The lead now. As back to serve is Gurian. Sends it over and sneaks it into far side. Puts. Couldn't get to it in time. We're tied at 6.
Puts actually dodged that ball. I think she thought it was out.
Letting it go, huh? Popped up, front set, Kleitz. Oh, Demmer cannot get a fingernail on that. Not even a fingernail that time on that one. That was a high set.
Yeah. And I almost think if Macy might have thought that Goebel was coming in for that second hitter.
And this one serves over, front set. Here's Linus, goes up for the kill. It's hit backwards by Payson Libero. Nice save on the far side by Garion. Now backwards hit. Nice hit by Becker. The Hawks now return it back. Front set, left corner. Little tap, blocked down by Goebel. Hit out of bounds off the Cardinals. The Hawks get a point back. It's 7-6 Maquoketa.
Right now, Goebel's had 3 kills just in this set, so you can tell she settled down, took that breath, got herself back into it. But the rest of the Hawks need to get their passing down and start playing our game. There, good block.
Tap back over, now push over, and we have whistles. And
there's 2 hits.
2 hits called. Hawks have it. 7-7 tie ball game. Oh. Good one. Short on into the net.
struggling on the service tonight when it comes to that.
Saw that a few times Thursday night.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't have as big issue as Mount Vernon did with that.
Right.
And we talked about when we had the missed serves, it was more out of bounds.
Yeah. This time it's short arm.
And there with the kill shot, Demmer.
Yeah, I would say that she hit that a little harder than with her fingernail. That thing went down about 90 miles an hour.
Brought the fist out that time, able to sneak it in the back row inside the line.
Perfect set by Macy.
We're tied at 8. Here in getting to the midway stages of set number 2. Hawks lead this match 1-0. Back set. Here's a swat over. Mishandled there by Mangold. She was running to her right. And the ball went off her arms and kind of hit her chin and then went to the court. 9-8, the Cardinal lead now. Back right corner. Popped over. Up towards the net. Front set. Cardinals partial block. That's Vasky over there on the far side. Front set. Back to Vasky. She hammers it over and gets the kill point. Kyra Vasky.
Her first kill of the night, but she had to get the hit before that set up that.
The junior ties the game up. 9-9 now.
You know, I thought Kyra was a senior the other night, and that made me sad, but now I know. I got one more year to get to watch her.
Up to the net, and Becker on the run could not get a clean hit on it. 10-9, the 1-point lead. Back right side. Hitting it over, now popping up in the air. Front set. This one hit over hard by the Cardinals.
Nice hand by Mangold.
Tap back over there by the Cardinals. They get the point, and we're tied up at 10. Claire Demmer will come back in as taking a seat is Peyton Lindauer, the sophomore. Knotted up at 10. Here in set number 2, Hawks lead the match 1-0. From a knee.
There we go.
Demmer.
Nice.
Now getting it back, Fleich. Popped up in the air. Mangold pops over and found the back row. No one around as Bisma, the senior, gets the point. And the Cardinals go back up by 1, 11-10.
This is one of those games when the girls have to figure it out themselves. And right now they're looking at it going, we're fine. Let's just keep playing our game. Not moving their feet as much as they probably could, so I'm sure that's going to be a comment that he's going to make.
That one falls down. Ace serving. Coach Mather wants a timeout, I believe, and here it is. 12-10, Cardinals with the lead. He's going to make those comments and more here to his team to pick it up as they lead 1-0, down by 2 in set number 2. We're back after this from KMC Sports.
This is Jamie Vasky, the voice of the West Delaware Hawks, and I've had the chance to review the Good Neighbor Society's playbook, and I got to tell you, they are friends in your neighborhood, designing plays to get you home fast. If you need help getting back in the game, contact the Good Neighbor Society Rehab to Home team at 563-927-3907.
The Edgewood Reminder is proud to support all the area teams in athletic action and appreciates their efforts in the classroom and during sports. Check out all the sports photos in each week's issue of the Edgewood Reminder.
The victory is yours at Victory Ford.
Hey, this is James Halverson, Service Manager at Victory Ford in Dyersville. Our service and parts team at Victory Ford is dedicated to keeping your car in tip-top shape, and our sales department makes buying a car easy and hassle-free. Stop out to Victory Ford in Dyersville or online at victoryfordonline.com. Good luck, athletes and coaches.
(12-10) Cardinals. The Hawks respond after the timeout. It goes off of the block and out of bounds as getting the kill point is Collier on the far side. 12-11 now. Maquoketa a 1-point lead. The Hawks are 10-1, the number 5 team in Class 3A as their 22-win match streak was ended on Saturday as Cedar Rapids Jefferson ended at 22 match wins in a row. Their last loss dating back to October 10th of last season. The Hawks have tied it up now. They serve there. Kolak will send it over. Front set from the middle. Little running tap. Flights with the dig. Mangold now popped over. The sideways bump by Linus. Back set. Waiting for it is Haley Schwenker able to reset herself and hit it over, angle it to the near side right in front of Coach Mather and company. Get it in, and Cardinals lead 13-12.
The biggest thing they need to stop doing is throwing a free ball back over to them and giving them a chance to set up an offense.
Front set. Get back over, popped around. Now pushed over. Back row. Front set, Linus. The block, foots. Now, is that four hits or is that my imagination? Nope. Linus popped it over. This one, right on the line.
Right on the line.
By Kendra Cave, the senior. She kind of has that build of the Cave girl from Solon a few years back. I wonder if there's any relation there.
Yeah, you're right. She's got that athletic build.
Line drive
like
over.
I said, she's their go-to girl. We need to start playing a little defense on her.
Front set. Cave, a senior. Was not on the team a year ago. Cardinals get another point, so I'm not sure if she was a transfer in or what, but she was not on the team. They only lost one senior from last year's team that went 12-21. As this one is hit out of bounds, Cardinals get another point. They have their largest lead of the night here, 16-12. As they're showing fight and trying to swipe one here from the Hawks.
They are hitting the ball very hard.
One's popped around now behind the back foot, pops it over. Front set across the net. There is a hit over. Collier could not handle it. Cave gets another kill point, and you don't want her warming up here.
No, her and Kaylee Harmon at lefty middle. She's got a nice swing.
Front set, and trying to avoid the line, but she couldn't. Flash very close. I wonder if she was going to be able to, and I wasn't surprised when the whistles came.
Yeah, I almost thought he was going to call Harmon for over the net when the setter was trying to pass that, or to set that.
This is Bennis angling it over. 18-12. There's a nice shot rising up on the far side. That was Linus getting the shot there, as couldn't be handled by the Cardinals. Hawks lead, trail I should say, by 5. Cardinals have the 18-13 lead here. Serving is Kleitch, back left side.
Linus turned her hand really nice on that. She put it just in a totally different spot than she has all night, and that just threw them off their game.
Macy, the only freshman here on the team. 18-13, Maquoketa. Left-hander rises up. Nice dive by Kleitch. This one's hit over by the Cardinals. Front set. Now left corner. Cave going forward. It comes back over. Goebel gets help from the net, and she was there for the block.
She was. That's intimidation right there.
The Hawks climb back to within 4. 18-13, Maquoketa. This one sent over off of Kleitch's serve. Front set, Cave. Now Kleitch. Pumped up in the air. Here's a little tap over. But it comes back down on the Hawks side as she retrieves her own hit up in the air. Linus a no-no, 19-14.
I saw what she wanted to do. She wanted to do the breadbasket there because there's no one covering the 10-foot line.
Left corner, down the line, served over by Cave. Little tap over by Collier. Here's a short arm into the net on the far side. Schwenker, the senior, could not get it up and over, and puts back to serve right corner. 19-15, Hawks trail by 4. They lead the match 1-0. Puts, sending it over. Up towards the net, popped around. Right on top of the net.
That'd be 4.
And 4 hits called. Linus with the intimidation. The little two-handed show up top of the block.
She didn't help it down a little bit, didn't she? She gave a little push to it. We won't tell him that she did that.
Yeah. Puts from the right corner. She'll send it over. Now the Cardinals. Tough angle there. It's going up towards the net, trying to avoid the net and the line. Becker had to hit it. She hit it too hard and behind her and out of bounds. 19-17, 2-point lead now for the Cardinals. Their once 5-point lead has dwindled away here. The Hawks trailing by 2, trying to get further back into this, trying to win their second set. This one drops down, though. Cardinals aren't going anywhere. Atienza, the senior, able to pop it over. The Oliver Mincham players we talked about from a year ago.
the things that the Cardinals are showing us right now is that they do have hitters when they get that pass. They're not going to just lay down.
Back middle. Sending it over is Garion.
There we go.
Dimmer with the hit back over, popped up. Now left side, Atienza skies. Putz is there. Back to Atienza. Diving effort. Now a two-handed push over. Putz is there. Front set. They hammer by Claire Dimmer. 20-18, 2-point lead for the Cardinals.
Showed a little more tempo by West Delaware. That was nice.
As Vasky comes back in, as Putz doing some mop-up duty with a towel on the floor, some perspiration there. And the floor official says, I'll take that towel. I see some more out here on the Cardinals side. 20-18 is the advantage. The Hawks lead this series 8-3 in the last 11 meetings, dating back 5 seasons to 2011. The Hawks won last year's contest in Maquoketa. It lasted 49 minutes. They won overall score 75-32, 25-12, 25-5, and 25-15. So right now we've seen improvement by Maquoketa. Of course, the Hawks team isn't as salty as it was a year ago from that 49-2 state title team. But they are very good.
They are.
Dimmer with the swat over. Cave. Now a little tap over. Atienza hits it out of bounds. And the Hawks back to within 1, 20-19.
Right now the Hawks are just tending to play at the same speed as the other team. And you want them to get their tempo back to Hawk tempo, which you saw with Claire with that last hit. That last kill of Claire's was amazing.
20-19. Here, the 1-point lead for Maquoketa. Hello to all our listeners in Radio Land on Mix 94.7 and streaming worldwide on KMCH.com tonight. No matter where you may be, rural Delaware County, the Manchester area, or down Jackson County, Maquoketa fashion as the Cardinals leading the Cardinals here by 20-19. Front set, here's a swat over by Atienza. Goes out of bounds off of Kleitch. And Maquoketa has a 2-point lead, 21-19. Courtney Becker, the senior. Check that pace in the libero, serving it over. Swat down by Dimmer, but right there, nice job by Cave defending that one. Here's a pushover. Linus, back set. Here's Goebel going up for the kill. Atienza right there. Hopping up in the air now, trying to hit it over.
Yeah.
Was Sabisma after Becker sent it up in the air.
And Sabisma just lost in the light, I think. She just couldn't see that.
Hawks get the point. Trail by 1 now, 21-20. And this one's hit backwards by Cave. Hawks have tied it up. We're knotted at 21 here in the second set. Hawks lead the match 1-0. Popped around up towards the net. Not able to get it up and over is Becker as Blasky was right there. Going toe for toe. And it's a 1-point lead for the Hawks. They have the lead for the first time in a while. And it is a 8-2 run here for the Hawks. They've come back and taken the 1-point lead. 22-21. One sent over, popped up in the air. Kleitch. Now sending it over is Linus. Front set. Atienza, we got whistles first. Hawks point in the ball. 2-hit violation on the Cardinals. A 9-2 run now.
I think that Becker's running so much that she's getting so sweaty. Her hands are starting to get a little slippery. It can be a little warm in here when you're down on that floor.
Time out. Coach Bresnan and the Cardinals, 23-21 Hawks. Back after this from KMC Sports.
TriVet Associates is a mixed animal veterinary clinic with offices in Farley, Dyersville, and Holy Cross. Our 8 doctors serve the Dubuque, Manchester, Guttenberg, and Cascade areas and provide veterinary services to both large and small animals. For more information, find us on Facebook or visit our website, trivetinc.com.
Whether it's wiring, security, phone system, fire detection, or home entertainment, Price Electric and High Tech Communications is here to make your life easier. Find out more at priceelectric.us or hightechcommunications.us. Price Electric and High Tech Communications, changing your world with technology.
John and Joan back with you from Cedar Gymnasium on the campus of West Delaware High School, 23-21. This one's popped around on the run, a pop over, bumped up in the air. Now puts, sent it over. Blocked back over off the running hit by Bansky, and a point for the Cardinals, 23-22. Good student section here, not as big as Thursday night, but pretty good. As pajama night are a few.
It's kind of pajama night, girls varsity uniform night,
Yes.
West Delaware football shirt night.
Yes, it's a mixture. There's a hit over by Cave and off of the Hawks and out of bounds. The Cardinals have responded, 23-23 now. So a 9-4 run for the Hawks. This one's hit out of bounds, and the point will go to the Hawks. They lead 24-23. Game point coming here.
It was good, a hard hit. I almost thought that was in.
This one sent over, popped up in the air. Front set. Cave swats it, hit back over, pin ball around, a pushover. Moving it up front set. Collier.
Better.
Game point here for the Hawks to go up 2-0. Little hit over by Cave. Popped up in the air. Front set in the middle. Swatted over. We have two-hit violation called on the Hawks, and we're tied at 24. Coach Mather now sees some more perspiration on the floor. He chucks a towel out there to Collier to wipe it up. As we're knotted up at 24, the Hawks won the first one 25-18 in 17 minutes. As this game right here, much longer, as we're working on 23 minutes right now in this second set. Knotted up at 24. Serving back middle is Courtney Becker, one of the seniors. Up top, going for the block. Now the Cardinals get it back over. Back set. Collier pushes it over. Cave was there for the block. Back set. Here's a line drive hit. Put spots it up off the hit by Schwenker. Now a bump set behind the back over by Kleitsch. Front set, Cave, left corner. Changes direction, left-handed, little fist over. Here's a hard swat down. Found the back row by Lauren Collier. Great placement. No Cardinals around in the back left corner. And the Hawks have the 1-point lead, 25-20.
I think Cave tweaked an ankle a little bit on that, kind of shaking her left leg there.
Yeah, I saw she trying to avoid that line.
Issue.
Yeah, trying to avoid that line and into the net. And might have rolled her ankle. Little tap over. Popping up in the air is Payson. This is a pushover by Cave. Front set. Going for the hard slam down is Linus. And the Hawks get the 2-point win. 26-24. Hawks get the victory and go up 2-0. West Delaware leading this Wymark East Division match over the Cardinals of Maquoketa. We're back after this from KMCH Sports.
Whether it's an orthopedic, sports, or occupational injury you are suffering from, Regional Medical Center Therapy Services has you covered. With a customized treatment program, Regional Medical Center Therapy Services can get you back on track in the active game of life. Regional Medical Center, excellence in healthcare, close to home.
At Tauke Motors, we believe in a gentler, simpler way of doing business. Check out our large selection of new and pre-owned vehicles, as well as a great incentive at TaukeMotors.com. If you're looking for a new, pre-owned vehicle or service on your current vehicle, come to Tauke Motors, Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and Ram on 9th Street in Dyersville.
Leonard Muller Funeral Home and Crematory wishes all the best to the athletes and appreciates their hard work and scholastic efforts throughout the year. For personal, caring service, Leonard Muller Funeral Home and Crematory in Manchester, Edgewood, and Strawberry Point.
For more than 80 years, GMB has lived its mission to help customers achieve their financial dreams. Supporting the communities where you live, work, and play is important to us because that's where we live too. It's where we provide great service, sound advice, and solutions to meet your financial needs. GMB Bank, member FDIC.
For all your general contracting needs, turn to the professionals at Lucky Building Service in Manchester. For commercial, remodeling, and building and new home construction, call the experts, Lucky Building Service in Manchester, 563-927-5677.
At Dupaco Community Credit Union, we know debt happens. A debt checkup from Dupaco ensures it's not costing you more than it should. With historic low interest rates, now is the time to bring your loans to Dupaco. Contact us at 563-927-6187 or visit dupaco.com.
When the unexpected happens, call Krager Body Shop in Dyersville. They specialize in major and minor collision repair and frame straightening. For all of your auto body work, see Krager Body Shop in Dyersville.
The Manchester Press is your community newspaper. Check out the sports section for game stats and photos of area players and game highlights. The Manchester Press, serving the area for over 130 years.
Great food and great fun with friends. That's what's waiting for you at Beaver's Lounge in Manchester. Check out their Thursday night bucket of wings special and Friday night fish special. Beaver's also has a different lunch special every Monday through Friday. Beaver's Lounge on the corner of Main and Madison in downtown Manchester. Leave it to Beaver's to show you a good time.
Newhouse Construction and Concrete is proud to support all our area athletes. Give Phil a call at 927-5178 for your commercial, ag, or residential projects, or visit newhouseconstruction.com. Newhouse Construction and Concrete turns design into reality.
Banking is all about relationships at F&M. We know that relationships take time to build and nurture. They are based on trust, commitment, and loyalty. Relationships don't happen overnight or by chance. They are key to reaching the financial goals of the individual client. Building relationships with our clients and community are essential. F&M Bank, the right choice. Member FDIC.
Going above and beyond is a standard of care at Above and Beyond Home Health and Hospice Care. Their compassionate staff care deeply about the comfort of their patients. A nurse is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Above and Beyond Healthcare, the more they care, the more beautiful life becomes. Proudly serving Jones, Jackson, Johnson, Lynn, Clayton, and Delaware counties.
At Georgian Auto in Manchester, their approach to auto repairs is simple. Fix it right and get you back on the road. From tires to transmissions, they fix it all. Georgian Auto in Manchester, where complete automotive service and repair is their complete focus.
Along with in-studio producer Ashley Bramey, John Swisher, Joan Salo, back with you on this Tuesday night, first Tuesday of the month of September 2016. West Delaware volleyball as the Hawks take on the Maquoketa Cardinals. Hawks find themselves up now 2-0 after a much closer set in game number 2. They won game 1, 25-18 in 17 minutes. Game 2, 26-24 in 24 minutes. Definitely had some things to improve on, pick up the pace a little bit, but you got to give Maquoketa credit. They're playing hard, and they're earning those points out there.
You know, they really are. And when they have a pass, when they have a good pass, and Becker gets a good set, because she's a decent setter if she doesn't have to run her all over the floor, they run a good play. And you've got that lefty middle, that number 20, Kylie. And then you've got,
Harmon,
and then you've got your number 5. I mean, they're a strong team.
Much improved from a year ago. Talk about 2-21, only lost one senior. Check that, 12-21, only lost one senior. As this ball's pinball around and goes off of the Hawks, out of bounds, 1-0 Maquoketa. Back middle, serving it over, will be Becker. This one's hit back over to the Hawks. Now a tap over, middle of the floor. Puts, pops it up, front set. Left corner line is sending it over, popped up in the air. It's round around, now bumped up and bumped over by the Cardinals. Just a little shiver.
There's our red
Sideways shiver by Macy Kleitch.
That was strong, too. That looked good. She's been practicing that. Right into the bread basket.
Macy working with Carly Ketchum before Carly went to Upper Iowa. Congrats to Carly. And former Starmont alum, Chelsea Berry. They helped their Upper Iowa team on Saturday in the tournament. This one goes out of bounds 2-1 Maquoketa. As the Peacocks split their 2 matches on the final day of the Capital Classic hosted by the University of Illinois Springfield. Upper Iowa was swept by Wayne State, but they came back and they took down William Jewell College in 4 sets, pushing the record of 2-2 as this one.
Nice to have 2 freshmen step up like that for them.
Right, lost the round by the Hawks, and it'll be a point for Maquoketa 3-1. As Berry, the Starmont alum, logged 8 kills lead the offense. And Carly Ketchum led the defense with 10 digs as Peacocks, Chelsea, and Carly will head to Kenosha, Wisconsin this coming weekend in the UW Parkside tournament. So good luck to Miss Berry, Miss Ketchum, Carly Ketchum, 2015 Player of the Year, has helped lead her team, 49-2 Hawks, to that 4A title a year ago. A 4-year player for the Hawks, for Coach Mather and company, and the Cardinals off to a good start here in game number 3, 5-1 Maquoketa.
And the Hawks off to a slower start.
Yes, indeed.
Our mistakes on this right now.
This one bumped over by Collier. Bumped around now. Kleitch puts. Bump set to Linus. Got it over. Diving effort going left to right was Bree Bennis. Couldn't get there in time. 5-2. Hawks trail by 3. Hawks have won their last 5 meetings in this series, dating back to 2012 when they were swept 3-0 in that 31-7 year by Maquoketa. 8-3 on the series in 11 matches since 2011. The Hawks try to complete the sweep tonight. The 2 freshman teams, the sophomores and JV, all won over Maquoketa as they started at 5 o'clock. This one's pinballed around, goes out of bounds off of the Hawks right in front of Coach Mather and company. They trail now 6-3.
You know, when you've got the big girl in the middle for Maquoketa, then she might want to start running some Ds and mix this up a little bit more.
Here's a toss over by Linus. Popped around. Now a bump set over. Bump over, I should say. No set needed. There's Goebel slamming it down. Front set. Rising up there is Harmon. Now a hit back over, but out of bounds off the Hawks, and it's 7-3 Maquoketa.
Right now they're throwing stuff over the net at the most inopportune times, and we're just not ready for it.
Back left corner. Cave will send this one over. Popped up in the air. Now bumped up by Kolak. Bumped over and sliding. Didn't get there in time was Cave. And the Hawks trail by 3, 7-4. Back right side. Haley Linus skies it over. Bumped up in the air by Atienza. Pushover now at the net. Little tap down there right on top of the net. Kaylee Harmon, the sophomore. You talked about her. She's a small tower up there. They have some athleticism and talent on this team. Coach Mather wants a timeout. His team trails 8-4. We're back after this from KMC Sports.
You may not wear glasses or contacts, but how do you know if you're seeing your best or if your eyes are healthy? Why not be proactive and get your eyes examined? Dr. Daniel E. Mersch and his professional staff at Manchester Family Vision can help. Call 563-927-3682 to schedule an appointment. Manchester Family Vision Center wishes all the local sports teams best of luck this season. Manchester Family Vision Center on West Main, where clear vision begins with healthy eyes.
Why make 10 calls when you can make one call to Steve Morman Insurance in Manchester and get the best quote from 10 different companies on your auto, home, and farm insurance? You can depend on Steve Morman Insurance for fast, friendly service and quality coverage. Call Kathy or Rachel at your agency of choice in Manchester today, 927-2263.
Bob Stephen Motors in Manchester proudly supports all area athletes. Bob Stephen Motors is your locally owned and operated GM dealer in Manchester. Visit them on the web at bobstephenmotors.com.
Back inside Seedorf Gymnasium, John Swisher, Joan Salo back with you. We're in set number 3, getting to the midway stages, 8-4. And the student section giving a standing ovation to high school principal Tim Felderman for something, having some fun with Mr. Felderman. As
he went and talked to somebody, throwing something.
They respect his great work.
Yes, they do.
As they should. Great guy.
Yeah, he really is. You know,
it's been tapping over in his second year now.
It's been a joy working with him. It really has.
And you can't take that for granted. You don't always...
You're right there.
Lucky, been fortunate here with good people, but not every school district is that fortunate.
You are right.
Hawks trail by 3, 8-5. This one's pinballed around, bumped around, now hit over by Atienza. Linus pops it up front. Front set. The windmill! A little half addition to the windmill by Dimmer. Got it down. Hawks trail 8-6.
And Cave was there. She was there. She's kind of reading Claire pretty well tonight. She was in the spot where she could have got it, but it fell a little short.
Left-handed arm there, angled over, front set. Atienza gets it down the middle of the floor.
She's a player.
Over the block there. Honorable mention player from a year ago. 3 or 4 sport athlete for Maquoketa. Also a basketball player in the wintertime for the Cardinals. I believe plays a couple of the other sports as well. This one's mishandled by Kolak on the serve to the back middle. On the Hawk side of the floor, it's 10-6, a 4-point advantage. Back middle serving again here is Kristen Pace of the senior libero. This one hammered down by Dimmer. 10-7, Hawks trail by 3.
Perfect height for the set because Dimmer went right up and over that block. Of course, then you have the setter is not overly tall there in the middle, but right over the block. That was nice.
Served over by Anna Toll there, the senior, and now this one
setter's over the line.
A line violation. Hawks trail by 2, 10-8. Anna Toll, younger sister Emily Toll, former volleyball player in the West Delaware program. A couple of good teams, graduated a couple years ago. Emily is down in Missouri, Central Missouri State University, running track, and a great first year of track this past spring.
They broke so many records the first, month?
That's right.
Crazy.
This one tips the net as it goes on through Atienza. Now she gets it back. Gets it high up in the rafters. Can they save it? No. As a valiant effort, but a lift violation called on the Cardinals. Hawks trail by 2, 11-9.
You know, it's not very often that you see a ball go up in the rafters here because the ceiling's so high, and it's done that twice tonight.
You really have to hit it.
Yeah, you do.
And she did. Bump it hard, did Atienza. This one's angled over off the serve by Kolak. She pops it up. Front set. Kleitz to Linus. Angles it on the sideline. It's out on the sideline. No touch and out. That was very close from our angle, it looked like anyway, but no hesitation from the far line judge, Christy Palmer-Schweer. As this one is tapped over at the net by Cave. She gets the point. Abby McTaggart is the near sideline judge tonight. 2 former Hawk volleyball players giving back to the program they were once a part of. Front set. Now Linus sending back over. Tap over. Now popped around. Linus. Up front it was tipped. Now front set. Right to left.
Nice block.
Pop back over. Great block indeed. Up front by Lauren Collier. Hawks trail by 3, 13-10.
That was one of the better volleys of the night, don't you think, as far as running offense on both sides?
Yeah, we haven't seen too many of them. Definitely not the...
Especially when this is game 3.
Yeah. Definitely not the maturity of them that we saw against Mount Vernon on Thursday night, but we had some long volleys.
We did.
This one goes out of bounds, hit by the Cardinals. Hawks lead by 2, 13-11. Back left corner is Kleitz. Right to left. Kleitz sends it over. Popped up towards the net. One-handed fist over. Now blocked over by Collier. Front set, right to left. Linus goes to the kill shot there. Atienza couldn't handle that high fastball. Goes off her right shoulder and out of bounds. 13-12, a 1-point Maquoketa lead.
She's definitely not afraid of hard hitters hitting at her, though. She's right in there. She didn't duck or anything. She's going for it.
This one sent over by Clyde. Atienza gets her hands on the first. Cave, the hard slot down.
Yeah, that was good.
Kolak tried to come up, could not get to it in time. Hawks trail by 2, 14-12.
That was a nice swing by Cave there.
This one pops over, puts front set up on the net, and it's going to go out of bounds off of the Hawks. There's Cave right there. Gets another point for her team. What a player. She's making a difference here.
She is.
As Kendra Cave, first-year player for Maquoketa. This one hit down the sideline by Linus. 15-13 now. Hawks trail by 2.
Now we've got a pretty strong front row in with Goebel, Linus, and Demmer. Let's see if we get things mixed up a little bit. Get our passing settled down a little bit, not so close to the net, so Macy doesn't have to jump into the net to get it.
This one saved by the Cardinals. Hit back over. Golak, front set. The windmill by Dimmer goes out of bounds. Hit awkwardly and out of bounds.
That was a sidearm windmill.
Yeah.
She almost jumped higher than the ball was.
Not the full effect, but whatever works.
As long as it gets in.
It worked for a point there. Hawks back to within 1, 15-14.
Fun to see her smile at that.
Absolutely. Puts, sends it over, front set. Here is Harmon. Puts up in the air. Nice save by Kolak, but it's out of bounds.
Touched her.
Oh, it hit the leg.
Touched her.
Of the Cardinal girl before it hit the court. She tried to backpedal and get out of the way, but it hit her foot before it hit the ground. She had the eagle eye. She had the right idea. She just couldn't get her right foot out of the way.
Yeah.
This one skims over the net by Putz. Front set. This one swatted back over and a left-handed hit by Harmon. Pinballed around on the Cardinals. Back set. Angled it over. Popped up in the air by Putz. Front set. Here is popped over by Goebel. Back set. Tied at 15. Front set. Here is a swat over at the block. Dimmer was there. Got a couple fingernails on that one, but it trickled over and landed down behind her.
Just enough that Kolak couldn't get to.
That's right. The left-handed Harmon. 16-15. Cardinals lead by 1.
Kolak and Putz both had some really nice digs in that one.
This one's popped around, bump set. Now pushed over by the libero Payson, and we have a two-hit violation. Payson did not come up with that. And for the average volleyball fan, I heard the other night, boy, it's tough for someone to see that double hit. As an official, you really have to be looking.
You listen, and you look at the ball. What's it spinning like?
This one's popped up into the net on the Cardinal side. The Hawks are taking the lead for the first time here in the second set, 17-16. They battled back nicely, trying to close it out in 3 sets tonight. They lead the match 2-0. Pumps up in the air. Front set, right to left, out the inside. Gets it off the block. Trickles off at Dimmer's hands. Goes behind. Vasky now. Gets it blocked back over.
There we go.
Here's a slot by Goebel. And it gets in back left corner. 18-16, the 2-point lead. Right corner. Linus angles it over. Front set. Ooh. A line violation there.
Yeah, a little bit.
On Becker. Got away with it. There's a swat down, but out of bounds. Right there was Dimmer. Hit it hard. Goes out the back end. 18-17, Hawks by 1.
You know, that line in the middle is not that big. It used to be a little thicker than that at places, and she stepped way over it.
Back serving is J.C. Garion, a senior. Popped up by Linus. Back set. Here's Goebel. Hits it hard. Atienza with the block. Puts right there to pop it back over. Here's Becker. Front set. Atienza. Here's a nice dig by Linus. She bumps it over, but too far out of bounds off the far side. We're tied at 18.
Both teams are playing well. A lot better this third game. Not as well as they could, but a lot better.
This one sent over. Linus pops it up. Fronts in the middle of the court. Linus now out of bounds. And it's back to a Cardinal point. 19-18, Maquoketa.
Oh, that's a fingernail again.
And that time Dimmer gets another point. We're tied at 19. Back right side, Mangold, the lefty, will serve it over. One of the 8 seniors on this team for West Delaware. Low hit, popped up. That's going to be out of bounds. Off the Cardinals, Hawks lead by 1, 20-19. They're 5 points away from taking this sweep here tonight.
That's good effort by Katia, though. She almost jumped up on Steve Walls' lap to try to get that ball up in the ladder.
This
there's
one
a touch.
out of bounds off the Cardinals, 21-19. Hawks lead by 2, 4 points away. As this one's hit out of bounds, near side. 21-20. Hawks lead by 1. Volley here, hit over by Linus. Front set, middle of the floor. Cave rises up. Back middle. Front set, Linus. Angles it over, diving effort by Lobero.
Nice job.
One-handed effort by Decker out of bounds. It's 22-20 here. Substitution, Toll is back in for Dimmer. Anna will come back to serve. This one sent over, popped around, back set, right corner, out the Enza. Back middle, Linus, front set, Linus sends it over. Popped around.
Ooh, nice effort. Nice effort.
Atienza saved it, and it was hit over by Harmon. Nice dive and dig there by Payson. Nice little volley here. Front set. Here's Baskey rising up. Pops it over. Cave sends it up in the air. One-handed on the run. Atienza. Pinball around. Hawks get it over. Nice shot by Linus. 2-point lead. 3 points away. Atienza off the block. Kleitz on the right side, out of bounds. Hawks down by 1, 22-21.
Collier ran a really nice middle play on that, too. It's nice to see her getting more comfortable in running plays and calling plays as she's going. She ran a nice D and just about put it down. They had a nice dig on Maquoketa's side.
As Linus angled towards the far sideline, got it in. 23-21, Hawks are 2 points away. Back right side is Kolak now. Hits it deep. Atienza now front set. Cave for the kill. Got it. Over the block of Collier. Diving for it was Mangold. As the direction change, couldn't get a clean hit. And it's back to a 1 point lead.
Came across her body there, didn't she? She came across the body and went to the opposite side of the floor with that swing.
23-22, 1 point lead. This one sent over, puts up front. Front set, Linus sends it over, pops up in the air by Atienza. Bump set, push over. Little shiver there. Nice job by the backhanded. Away from the where she hit it, shiver there by Macy Kleitz. Great effort. (24-22). Game and match point here. This one sent over. Popped around front set. Cave for the kill. Kleitz gets her hands on it. Bumped up. Now behind the back. Collier. Atienza. Front set. Here's a rise. Blocked back over. Cave. The global. Hit it back over and the Hawks win. 25-22. As the Hawks get the clean sweep here tonight. It wasn't easy, especially the last two sets, but they got the job done as they improved their record to 11-1, 23-5 set-wise here tonight. Maquoketa falls to 3-7, 10-7 in sets. The important thing, the Hawks got the W here tonight, and some things to work on when Coach Mather and company look at that tape of this match tonight.
Three things that kind of stood out. Number one, the tempo of the game. They didn't keep the tempo where they needed to be. Of course, the serving could have been a little bit better too, but the biggest thing that I saw tonight that I usually don't see with the Hawks is that there are a lot of serves that Maquoketa was serving very long, and we played them. And usually we have other people talking a lot better than that, you know, helping them out so that they let them go out. They had one that was called in, and I think that kind of scared them.
As the Hawks win Game 3, 25-22. We'll come back, start our postgame coming up here from KMCH Sports.
Since 1995, Edgewood Feed Mill Construction has provided customers with a quality, pre-engineered building package for their swine facility needs. Edgewood Feed Mill Construction is a general contractor and will assist you with the construction of your livestock facility, start to finish. For more information on Edgewood Feed Mill Construction, contact Steve Ferris at 563-920-7835.
This is Fred Smock from Dunlap Motors and Independence with Chevy, Buick, and certified pre-owned Chevy, Buick, and GMC, and nearly 300 new and used cars and trucks in stock. We have big town inventory with small town service. Go to DunlapMotorsIndy.com.
At Precision Collision, we are committed to providing you with high-quality auto body repair and paint refinishing. Our expertly trained technicians can repair all accidental damage and get you back on the road in no time. Come visit me, Jeff, for a free estimate. We are located along Highway 20 at the Delaware turnoff. Precision Collision, one call does it all, quality guaranteed.
When it comes to financial planning, most financial companies focus on your income. At Northwestern Mutual, we focus on your outcome. It takes the right financial partner who cares as much about your future as you do, building a financial plan to meet your life's priorities and helping you achieve the financial security you're after. Focus on your financial outcome with Northwestern Mutual. Contact me, Mitch Payton, or Matt Schulte today. You and Northwestern Mutual, stronger together.
American Trust and Savings Bank wishes all area athletes and coaching staff continued success. American Trust and Savings Bank with locations in Dyersville, Farley, Dubuque, and Des Moines. Simply better banking. Check them out at AmericanTrust.com. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Sight and good vision is very easy to take for granted until it is taken away. Advanced Eye Care Associates of Eastern Iowa is here to help you. Advanced Eye Care Associates of Eastern Iowa is located at 105 East Butler Street in Manchester and at 1113 West 3rd Street in Vinton. Your vision is our primary focus.
John and Joan back with you here from Cedar Gymnasium in Manchester on Pajama Wear What You Want to Wear night for the students, also Parents Night. And as a former parent in this program, you know a lot of the hard work it takes, the effort, and you can't forget the parents for wanting to be there, and the parents are there. Great support. We see that the dads help out, change the nets, every match night, and even some non-parents help out too. But it's great to see that support, and that's a part of this great program here, and that helps with the culture and the success of this program.
That's definitely true. The parents are such a big part of it, you know, and not for people to think that I'm being too critical here, because you know when you see things that happen in a game, as an old coach, I keep trying to pick things apart a little bit. I should probably end by saying that both teams played their hearts out. You know, they were both frustrated with the way things were going, and it wasn't one of those nights that either team wanted to see. So somebody had to come out with a win. It was nice that West Delaware did.
Hawks get the three-set win here tonight, 25-18 in 17 minutes, 26-24 in 24 minutes, and 25-22 in 21 minutes. Total score of the match tonight, 76-64 in a contest that lasted 1 hour and 2 minutes. The Hawks improve on to 11-1, as we talked about. Are now 25-5 as the Cardinals drop to 3-7. Set-wise, they are 10-17. And we got an answer from our friend from the Cedar Rapids Gazette, the volleyball beat writer Jeff Linder, and he advised that Miss Cave is one of the Cave girls from Solon. Went to City High last year, now at Maquoketa.
No kidding.
So transferring around, taking a tour of Eastern Iowa a little bit. And she brings her efforts to this Maquoketa team this year. As good luck to the Cardinals as they continue the season. They're now 3-7. The Hawks will play again on Saturday at the Appleton Parkersburg Invitational. We'll talk to Coach Mather of the teams. They'll see there. Maquoketa will be off until Tuesday. They will take on the Sabres of DeWitt down in Maquoketa on Tuesday night. Joan, thanks for your time as always, as we'll take a break here and bring on Coach Mather. But
always a pleasure.
We will see you next Tuesday when the Hawks resume play, as they take the trip down to Solon to take on the Spartans next Tuesday night.
Thanks, John.
You betcha. Thank you, Joan Salo. Thanks for her efforts as we get ready to continue the post-game show. We'll come back and have the fine head coach of the West Delaware Hawks, Brett Mather, joining us here on the post-game. Hawks get the win tonight. We're back after this from KMCH Sports.
Anderson is the leader in doors and windows. They set the bar high with high-performing, dependable, energy-efficient products for your renovation and building projects. Contact your local vendor, Delhi Lumber, at 922-2404 for all of your window needs. Delhi Lumber, your authorized Anderson Windows dealer, big-town quality with small-town service.
At Community Savings Bank, it's simple. Simply free checking comes with free debit cards, free online banking with bill pay, free mobile money, and free thank you gifts. Find out more about Simply Free Checking at one of our 7 locations or online at csbiowa.com. Community Savings Bank. Member FDIC.
Jay's Auto Supercenter on the Greater East End of Manchester has quality pre-owned vehicles, great financing options, and a full-service department, body shop, and detail department. See their full line of vehicles online at jsautosales.net. At Jay's Auto, customer satisfaction is their #1 priority.
Hi, this is Jamie Vasky at Don & Walt LLC, your independent Lennox dealer in Manchester, encouraging you to plan ahead. Have us check your heating or air conditioning unit before you need it. For residential or commercial plumbing and heating needs and top quality Lennox furnaces and heating units, see Don & Walt LLC on East Main Street in Manchester, or give us a call at 927-2232.
Farmers Savings Bank proudly supports all area athletes and their coaching staff. For all your banking needs, visit them in Colesburg, Elkport Garber, Strawberry Point, Arlington, and Aurora, or online at farmersavingsbank.com. Member FDIC.
Biofield is your headquarters for all your seed, chemical, and fertilizer needs. They have professional service and quality products needed to bring the best crop to market. Biofield, providing growth opportunity for 18 locations across northern Iowa and southern Minnesota.
Welcome back in Seedorf Gymnasium as we put the final touches on this broadcast here tonight. John Swisher back with you, joined by the fine head coach of the West Delaware Hawks, Brett Mather, as the Hawks get the victory here tonight. They improved the record to 11-1 overall, 25-5 set-wise here tonight with the victory over the Maquoketa Cardinals in 3 sets. And coming out early on here after the weekend win, tournament win over Vinton Schellsburg. What do you think your team's play early on in this match?
Well, to be quite honest, it was very ugly. We were scrambling the entire match. We never got into the flow of the game. We're kind of doing our own things, to being a bunch of individuals out there, and we got to learn to play as a team, as a unit. I was certainly, if you can't tell, I was very disappointed with our play tonight. Now, obviously, we get a 3-0 victory. Yes, that's a Walmack victory. We want to continue to do that, but we got to move forward here, and we got some things we got to figure out.
What do you pinpoint besides playing not as a team so much? What other things can you do? How much positives do you take from tonight? Can you think of any right now?
Well, I think we kept fighting at times out there. We were fighting ugly, but I think we kept fighting out there, which is something you got to continue to do. But no, honestly, I don't take a whole lot of positives from tonight other than we walk away with the Walmack Conference victory. But, yeah, I demand a lot out there in the court, but so do they, and that's what they want. So we'll move forward from here. We'll have some good practice this week, and we'll get things figured out. You can't let one hiccup like tonight ruin, what you have going. So we got to move forward from here and, to continue to get better.
Give Maquoketa some credit. They're a much improved team from a year ago when they were 12-21. Picked up a new player, the transfer Cave from Iowa City High, and then Atienza, the honorable mention all-conference player a year ago. So they've got some talent on that team, and we saw flashes of it here tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. They have some good individuals out there, and they're a young squad. They're kind of inexperienced as well. So, they're going to do some good things there, and that's what their coach and I talked about it after the game was over. So, I wish them nothing but the best success there. She's a great lady. She came back and coached this season because they didn't have a coach ready to step in and do what needed to be done. So, I'm happy for them that they got her because she's been around the game for several years.
As the Hawks now, you travel to the Appleton Parkersburg Invitational on Saturday. Talk about what kind of teams you'll see there.
Well, typically it's like your Tripola, your Appleton Parkersburg, your Nashville Plainfield, your Denvers, Williamsburg. I know I'm missing a few there, but those are the names that jump out at me right away. I haven't even looked at our pool to see who's in there, but, it's a good tournament for us. We need to get better this week and continue to grow.
You'll have 3 days to get ready for it here, practice, and then back to the Invitational on a Saturday, and then your first road contest in Wamak play next Tuesday at Solon. We will see you there. Good luck Saturday. Congrats on the win tonight.
All right, thanks, Bush. I appreciate it.
You betcha. Brett Mather, head coach of the West Delaware Hawks. Appreciate his time as always as the Hawks get the victory here tonight as they take down the Maquoketa Cardinals. The Hawks improve again to 11-1 set-wise, 25-5. They send the Cardinals home at 3-7 and 10-17. In Class 4A, team number 33 of 48, enrollment of 406 is Maquoketa. The Hawks, number 5 in Class 3A. They are the third team of 64 teams in Class 3A. 345 is their enrollment as they get the 3-0 win here tonight. Once again, 25-18. 26-24, 25-22. The sets took 17, 24, and 21 minutes respectively, and they get the match win. Total point score, 76-64 in the match that lasted 1 hour and 2 minutes. Thanks to in-studio producer Ashley Bramey. Thanks to my partner, Joan Salo. Don't forget we'll have Hawk Talk with Kirk France, the head coach of the Iowa Hawkeyes, and the voice of the Hawkeyes, Gary Dolphin, tomorrow night at Wednesday night at Applebee's in Iowa City, live right here on KMCH at 6:30. Friday night, week number 3 in high school football season. District play begins for a majority of our area teams, everyone except Class 4A Western Dubuque, as we'll have 2 featured games as always. West Delaware football takes the long trip to Davenport to take on the Assumption Knights as the 2-0 Hawks take on the 1-1 Davenport Assumption. We'll have the pregame show with yours truly at 7 o'clock. Jamie Ryan Hauser filling in for Aaron Plain, and Bill Logan will be on the air on a Friday night around 7:30. And then after that, we will have the area playback game of the week, area online and playback game of the week live on KMCH.com at 7:30. Dan McClain, Lyle Tyson will be live in Cascade as the Cougars host North Fayette Valley in a top 10 meeting of Class 2A teams on Friday night. Saturday, of course, Coach's Corner at 9 a.m. and then Cyhawk battle Cyclone on the football field at Kinnick Stadium in Iowa City. 4:30 pregame, 6:30 the kickoff on Saturday evening. We'll be back on with West Delaware Volleyball, as I mentioned, on Tuesday night as the Hawks take on the Solon Spartans. Until then, we will talk to you. Swisher saying have yourselves a good and safe rest of your Tuesday. So long, everybody, from Manchester, Iowa.